What's up, yo-yo? Forgive my allergies going on with my eyes. A little bit puffy today. It's pollen season. It's cold and hot, and then hot and cold, and the whole shebang. So I'm here in the ice cream parlor, making some changes. Added a TV for a new menu system. Rearranged back here, added a 4-foot table, put the 6-foot table against the back wall. We're cleaning, we're sanitizing, we're getting everything ready for next month when we have someone new taking over in here. So it's up to me to get in here and get everything cleaned up and ready to go so that we can make some money and fatten people up with sugar and hype up kids and everything else. Anyways, there's so many flipping things going on. We're going to come together and do a podcast on the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the country's founding and all this good stuff. Hopefully, the first weekend in April, like the 4th or 5th, we're going to get together. Me and Devin, we're going to work on the on the other side of that wall is the new studio. We're going to be working on that and getting everything ready. But holy cow, there's a bill right now that they're trying to bring and they're trying to vote on that is going to tax investors like percentages of the purchase price. Like, I haven't looked that much into it, but basically if you have 15 properties, 15 rental unit properties, single family houses or whatever, your 16th property after that is going to be taxed at like freaking 1% or something of the purchase price. And then once you get up to like 30, 40, 50 of them, it's another tax on all of those above that, which is insane. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep your investors from buying single family houses. But here's the thing. The only investors buying single family houses for the most part are freaking me, your mom and pop, your people trying to supplement retirement. Maybe they got 15, 20. I need 30 rental properties right now to survive, to live off of, so I can quit my job and just do that and do nothing but go and fix toilets and trim bushes and stuff like that. So I need 30. So 15 is not a thing. So what would that do for me? Well, that would make me it would make me think really seriously, because I've got 9 properties and 16 units right now. It would make me think really, really seriously once I get to that 14th, 15th unit. It would make me think about buying apartments and stuff like that. Well, the thing about that is you have people who, do the Burr Strategy, which is buy, remodel, rent, refinance, repeat. And they're buying these houses and fixing them up and making them nice and all this good stuff. And they're not going to do that anymore because it's not going to be worth it. They're going to want to go buy a duplex or a fourplex or something like that. And the problem is people like me, your mom and pops, your smaller rental companies, maybe 30, 40, 50, 60 units. That's not who's buying up all the houses. It's your BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard. It's your government companies. This is another bill lobbied by these big companies that are coming in and buying crap up. Anyways, I was just supposed to mention it. I wasn't supposed to go into any detail or any opinion. This is just a run through of everything that's been going on. There's another bill. There's another thing that passed recently about the freaking real estate commission that really is going to suck for your first-time home buyers, for most anybody who doesn't know anything about real estate. If you're going to buy a home and it's listed by the listing agent, that listing agent no longer has to provide a commission for the buying agent, which means that if you have a real estate agent and they don't have that property listed, then they're not going to help you, because they're not going to get paid unless you pay them, which is going to come out of your pocket. Obviously, you don't want that. And so what that's going to do is push more people to go towards the listing agent, because the buying agent's not going to want to work with them, which means the listing agent can only have fiduciary responsibility with one party, which is their customer, their client, which is the seller of the home. You are not. So if it's not a health and safety risk, they don't have to disclose it to you, So it's gonna be fraud. It's gonna make it even harder to get the truth out of properties. You're not gonna have that person fighting for you to do due diligence, to ask those questions, to do those things, unless you want to pay them out of your pocket, which it used to be all wrapped up in the commission that the seller would sign. They would usually do like 5, 6, 7, 8%, whatever it is, and then half of that would go to the buying agent to bring a buyer in. We're not gonna have that anymore. That's jacked up. It's not a good thing. Again, it's these big companies and corporations that are going to benefit from this kind of crap, not your mom and pops, not your first-time home buyers, your people who don't, buy 10, 15 houses in their lifetime. They buy just a few. They're going to be screwed unless they do a serious amount of due diligence and, learn a lot about, you're going to talk about, this is going to help big time your inspectors, your companies that do home inspection, termite inspection, and stuff like that, because they're almost going to be a necessity when you're doing this, especially if you're going through the listing agent. And I know from experience, being a real estate agent for 3 years, real estate agents suck. They really do, especially in my area. Most all of them suck. There are a few in my area that are just good as gold, just wonderful people. But for the most part, they suck. So I would be terrified if I didn't know about real estate. Many of you probably haven't seen my ring in a while because I misplaced it, and I haven't worn a wedding ring in several weeks now, but I have it now, so point that out. I've been married the whole time. Let's see. A boat ran into the freaking bridge. That's pretty crazy. Was that a conspiracy? Did it happen because of nefarious reasons? I don't know. I mean, it appears as though they lost power, but was it hacked? Was it, you got the Boeing guy that came out a few weeks ago. He's going to do, he was going to testify about Boeing and their safety concerns. He said that when he was in Charleston, South Carolina at the thing, he said not a single plane out of his 14 or so years that he worked there would he put his name on and say that it was safe, but he was always overridden. He was the safety inspector guy. And then he committed suicide, or the Clintons got to him, or, he suicided him. Somebody suicided him. Anyways, it's clear he didn't commit suicide. That's very, very clear. Is it a similar type issue with the boat? Because I heard that the company had a lot of DEI stuff, diversity, equity, inclusion, I think is what it stands for. Basically saying it doesn't matter if they want it or not. We have to find a transgender, alien from China to captain a boat or do the safety inspection because we have to have that diversity hire. I don't know. I'm just saying, it could be a total accident. Accidents do happen, although apparently from our experience in this country lately, accidents aren't quite accidents, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on that we never even find out about. I mean, look at the freaking Las Vegas shooter. You remember that? The whole Jason Aldean concert and stuff, and he's like, from the top of the thing, and then, what happened to him? We have no clue. That whole thing just disappeared, Look back as far as back when Obama, Eric Holder, who was his, I'm off the cuff here. It's been a minute. We're not sitting down. I'm not prepared. Eric Holder was DOJ, FBI director, or something like that. Anyways, Operation Fast and Furious, where they gave freaking weapons to the freaking drug cartel. We didn't know this until they had a shootout over in, was it California or New Mexico or something like that? And we had some agents killed. They killed some of the bad guys. They ran the serial number on the guns. Those guns are supposed to be locked up at the FBI, and they weren't. That's insane. So, all we know is that you pretty much can't trust anything that the news tells you, which is a rough place to be. You also can't trust anything your institutions tell you for the most part, which is a rough place to be. And if folks want to change that, then stop freaking lying to us, bro. Like, just stop lying. Like, tell us the truth and like, we'll believe you. But they don't tell the truth a lot of times. And so it makes it really, really, really tough, because once you catch somebody lying, you're going to assume that they're lying a lot. So anyways, that's about enough. Next couple weeks, we'll have us an episode out. We're going to go over the Constitution, because we've had a lot of dickheads commenting on some of our videos, and it seems to be a pretty popular topic. I mean, we went from like a few hundred views on a short to like 1,000 views and 600 views and all this stuff on our shorts, and it was all about that kind of stuff. And I mean, some of them were super popular, was talking about our school systems, talking about money, different things like that. I've got more people. I'm going to bring in some real estate investors, some professionals in their industries that we're going to sit down and talk to, but we had to get the studio moved. So we're going to do that, sit down, talk about the Constitution, Bill of Rights, all this different stuff. And then we're going to move on with some more stuff, definitely some capital stuff, some money stuff. I want you guys making money. I want you, happy. I want you comfortable. So, that's our main focus with this channel anyways, is real estate, investment, business, all that good jazz. I think I mentioned in a video a while back, I've got a new business that I'm going to start, kind of a partnership kind of thing. I got the papers and everything in my email. So I mean, that's gonna happen for sure. And I'm going to discuss it once it's set in stones. We're going to get the paperwork signed. We're going to look it over, get the paperwork signed, get the ball rolling. When I know more information, you'll know more information. But like I said, for the sake of privacy and the fact that, nothing has been signed and done, we're not going to talk about the details of it right now. But stay tuned. It's going to be cool. It's the first time I've ever done any kind of partnership thing like that with another company, another thing. So yeah, anyways, I appreciate it, you guys. This was supposed to be a lot shorter than that, but I'm not good at the short content. I'm just not. Devin says, we need shorts, man. I need you to sit here and talk about this. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I can't not, like, you want to give me 60 seconds of what? What do you want me to say for 60 seconds? Like, you might have to write out a script if I want to get these things down to a science, I mean, anyways, y'all take care. I will see you soon. We'll go over the Constitution from my perspective. See ya.